Hello, welcome to this short webinar on how new technology can now create you a passive income. My name is Chuck Gilbert, and I'm an ex-corporate exec who has always been on the lookout for ways to create multiple streams of income. I am doing this presentation because I don't want you to miss out on how easy it is to now create an income from something we are already doing anyway. Let me ask you, are you kind of fed up with the cost of everything? Everything seems to be going up but your income. I've talked to people over the last 2 to 3 years, and this seems to be the general trend across the country. So you got to think about it. Why would you continue to buy from a system that excludes you? So I want you to think about this. If you wanted to buy a new flat screen TV, how would you go about it? Well, if you're like most people, you start looking on the internet to do comparison and to see what's available, right? Then you're going to find the one that you want. You're looking for a good deal, maybe something that's on sale. And then you're simply going to pay your money, right? And you're going to receive the TV. The store is going to have your money. Now, would we agree that this is now spent money? You spent the money, you gave it to the store, they gave you the TV. Now, here's the problem with this. Everybody got paid in this transaction except you, the consumer. The manufacturer made their money. The distributor made the money distributing it out to the retailer. The retailer made the money when you made the purchase, and they paid the advertiser to share that product with you so that you would buy it from them. And I'm not happy with this system because we're the ones that are funding it, we the consumers. It's time to look at a new system that will pay us. Do you shop at any of these stores? I don't know, I do. I'm sure you do too. And you buy things like clothing, shoes, right? Kitchen appliances, maybe some sporting goods, fishing equipment, maybe some electronics, right? Maybe you go and buy stuff for your home like, different supplies, mulch. You probably buy things like copy paper, ink, paper towels, toilet paper, dog food, cat food, shampoo, laundry soap, stuff. We all buy stuff every week, every month. The thing of it is, we're not getting paid for it. Now, here's some interesting numbers. Do you know that the average income in the United States is $56,352? That's some higher, some lower, but that's the average. And out of that, $18,750 or more is spent on stuff that we just mentioned. Now, not only is the problem that we're not getting paid for that or getting anything from that, the other problem is you and I have very little buying power by ourselves, because that 17,000 or 18,000 sounds like a lot, but in the scheme of retail, that's really not a very big number. So you think about, why do people use like the friends and family plans that the cell phone companies offer? Well, because they begin to group themselves together in small little networks, and together they have more buying power. And because of that, they begin to save money. But I want you to think about now connecting family and friends together, that now we can buy almost everything that we need. We have tremendous buying power when we pull ourselves together. And that's what I'm going to share with you right now, that this is now available. I'd like to introduce to you Shop.com, powered by Market America, and what we refer to as the shopping annuity, where we can convert the current spending that we're doing into earnings. And basically how it works, well, first you need to understand what a traditional annuity is. An annuity is a process by which a fixed payment is made to you at a specified intervals and at specified length of time. Now, the problem with an annuity is you have to fund it. You must contribute a fixed sum payment before payouts to you may begin. Well, let's talk about receiving like $1,500 a month. Well, if you want to do that over a 20-year period on a traditional annuity, you'd have to start with a $360,000 fixed sum payment. Most people don't have that kind of extra money. But I want you to stop and think about it for a moment. What would your life be like if you had an extra $1,500 a month? And when I pose that question to people, a lot of them say, wow, I just pay the bills off. That'd be great. Get the credit cards paid off. Look, there's a lot of debt in our country today. And a lot of people, yes, paying off the credit cards would be wonderful. But I want you to think a minute, and you may have to close your eyes a second. Bear with me here a minute. Just close your eyes and think about it. The bills are all paid off. You're caught up. You probably, shoulders relax a little bit. You probably like sigh, oh boy, wouldn't that be great? But now I want you to think, what would you really do with an extra $1,500 a month? Would you buy a better car? Would you live in a better neighborhood? Would you buy new clothing? Would you put the kids in better schools? Would you take a nicer, longer vacation? Or maybe you haven't had a vacation in a while. Whatever you'd like to do with it, I just want you to think about it a minute. An extra $1,500 a month based on what you're currently spending. And now you're receiving that. You might think I'm kind of crazy here, but we are doing this. It is working. Let me show you how this works. So what we're doing is taking the annuity, what we call a shopping annuity, a little play on words here, but we're redirecting the money that you're already spending to shop.com. You're going to create a fixed sum payment, and our first goal is to get you to $1,500 a month. That's just the first goal. Now, it's an idea whose time has come, because shop.com, through a very cool technology, has created a referral tracking system. In other words, they're able to track over 80 million products now from all those different suppliers we were talking about. Actually, over 4,000 suppliers. And we do what we call social currency. We tag those products with a number. BV is a business volume number. IBV is an internet business volume number. Now, Market America is also a product broker. So we broker about 3,000 products ourselves, which I'll talk about in a minute, and they are attached to a BV point. Everything else we get of those 80 million products has an IBV point. Now, we can leverage our collective buying power, because as we go out and buy what we're going to normally buy anyway, every week, every month, we're going to tag that with a number. Now, what this does is it converts the margins that the retailers are doing into an income from us. And I say, well, how does that work? Well, remember I told you that advertisers make quite a bit of money advertising products. It can be upwards to 40% of the retail profit goes to advertising. Now, if we drive business to these stores and they don't have to advertise, they're willing to take some of that money and give it back to us that we can redistribute among ourselves. So instead of them having to spend the money not knowing whether they're going to make a sale, we say, look, if we buy something, what will you give us? That's how we're generating the money. Also, as we collectively buy and pull our buying power, it's going to force prices down, because they see that we're bringing a lot of volume to it. And as that happens, we get better margins, we give increased BV and IBV points. This will increase everybody's residual income. So how do you fund your shopping annuity? Well, it all begins by adjusting your shopping behaviors. The thing of it is, you're probably already doing this anyway. If you're like most people, you have switched a lot of your shopping from brick and mortar to click and order. And click and order is going up by about 300% over the next 5 years. More and more people are shopping from the internet. And we do it through shop.com. Now, what a great URL, right? Shop.com is currently rated number 64 of the top 500 e-retail sites, which again, we get a tremendous amount of traffic that we drive to those stores. Now, we also have one of the largest cashback programs on the internet. We take some of that advertising money that we're getting and we turn around and we give it to our customers, which is easy and free to use. You just register on the shop.com account. It's free and you're going to get cash back. Look at the right there, 6%, 5%, and so forth. This can be upwards to 50% cash back. You can also continue to use your cashback credit card. Now, we also get hot deals, again, because we have tremendous amount of traffic. These stores upload special deals for us that we can share with our customers, again, bringing them back to our site. We have a program called Shop Buddy. It's a little app that you can put on your browser that comes down and finds deals and coupon codes for you. Have you ever checked out online and it says, do you have a coupon code? And you say, gee, I wish I had one. Now you're always going to have it, because if there's one available, Shop Buddy's going to share it with you. So we also have some exclusive brands. Just like the major stores that have their store brands, we also are a product broker. Again, about 3,000 products. Now, what's nice about being a product broker is you don't have your money tied up in manufacturing, and you can spec a product to the specifications that you want so you can get a very good quality product at a better price because we're not paying advertising. We share our products one-to-one, which is the best way. Word of mouth is the best advertising, always has been. And we don't have to compete for shelf space because we don't retail our products in retail stores. So we have better products at better prices. So what we do is we start identifying what products we're already buying anyway that we could switch to our exclusive brands. And this starts to fund your shopping annuity even faster. Now here's just a little bit of some of the products. Motives makeup is obviously a very big market. Again, we are high-end products. Here's a little comparison. Our product, an eyelash here, a mascara from Motives, $16.95, MAC $21, Bobbi Brown $25. Again, the $16.95 is a retail price. You as a franchise owner get it at distributor cost, but we're very competitively priced. We also have high quality nutraceuticals. Here's an omega-3. Everybody should be on an omega-3 product. But because we make the specifications of it, if you look at the right, you see we can hit all of the areas that you would want your fish oil to be in. Plus, again, we're very competitively priced. How about laundry detergent, cleaning products? We have those too. Now, you may look at that and you say, wait a minute, your Snap product is $10.50, where the competitors are $7 and $8. That's true, and we're only 40 ounces. Theirs is 72 ounces. But what is one thing that you don't need in your laundry soap? You don't need water, right? You already have water in the washing machine. This is pure detergent. Because we spec it, we can leave the water out. But if you look at how many loads you get from it, you get 60 loads out of our product, getting the cost down to 18 cents instead of 21 cents from the competitor. And if you're high efficiency, you even get it even cheaper. But again, this is a retail price. As a distributor cost, you're going to get it much cheaper. Now, again, we're going to create BV, that's social currency we talked about, with the company's exclusive brands. So you're going to switch over your makeup. You're going to switch over your cleaning products. We also have tremendous skincare products. We have phenomenal vitamins. Ours are a powder that you mix with a proper amount of water. Drink it on an empty stomach. You get about 90% bioavailability of that product into your system in less than 10 minutes. Again, saving you money, giving you a better product, giving you better value for your dollar. That's what we're all about. But again, we only have about 3,000 products. You're going to need more than that, right? Now you have access to over 80 million products through some of those brands that I showed you in a variety of stores that we have, almost 4,000 of them. So when you need that particular product, you're simply going to go to your shop.com account and you're going to order what you can on the internet. Very simple to do. You now own the mall. We call it a mall without walls. You have access to just about anything that you need through your system. So again, let's look at this number again. The average person in the United States is spending a little over $18,000 a year on stuff that we just talked about. That's about $1,562 a month. Now our goal is to get you $1,500 a month based on those dollars that you're already spending. Right? So the first goal is to transfer about 500 BV points to our exclusive branded products, which we call the BV. The makeup, which we talked about, the Isotonics is our vitamin line. Luminaire de V is a great skincare product. Prime is anti-aging. Nutrimetrics is a doctor's nutraceutical product. DNA Miracles is fantastic products for children. Awake are our energy drinks. TLS is our brand for weight management. So these are very specific, high targeted markets where we have very great products that you can get at distributor cost. Our other goal is to transfer about 100 IBV points, now this is points, not dollars, okay, to products that you're getting from other stores like your Macy's, your Targets, your Walmarts, and so forth. So you're going to be able to, these are the goals that you're shooting for. And again, we're going to show you how to look at this and how to figure this out, but it's very simple to do. Now together we have tremendous buying power like I was talking about. Do you know two people that would like to make an extra $1,500 a month based on what they're already spending? I'm sure you do. You probably thought of 10 people already. But I want you to think about it. We can now pay it forward in real life, not just watch it in the movies. I don't know if you saw the movie Pay It Forward, but a great movie, you didn't see it. But it's to help other people. It's to strengthen communities. It's to show people a better way. I mean, just imagine an extra $1,500, what people could do with that. They could give more to the charities. They could get their kids better education. They could spruce up their house. They could just simply be more relaxed because they're taking the financial strain off of them. Together, we do have tremendous power. And then do you know two more people? And do they know two more people? Look, 2 get 2 get 2 get 2 get 2. It's a very simple process. And all it takes is 20 people buying what they're already buying to make an extra $1,500 a month. Now, they're also making income as this goes along. I'm going to show you how this works. But it's just very simple. Share it with 2, who share it with 2, who share it with 2. And together, we can make a tremendous difference. So let me give you a quick overview of how commissions are earned here and what we do with these BV and IBV points. What we do is you have a BV bank and an IBV bank. And again, you're going to share it with 2 people. In this case, we're going to call them Mark and Kate. Now, Mark and Kate know people that you don't know, and they're going to share it with Chris and Sarah and Mike and Ann and Ben. And Chris is going to share it with Dr. Jones and so forth. You get the idea. It just moves out just like the Pay It Forward. Now, on Friday nights in Greensboro, North Carolina, where we're headquartered, the computers kick on and they search to infinity. I want you to understand that. They search to infinity. However big your network expands to, that's what it's going to search. And what it's going to do is it's going to add up all the things that were purchased that week. Somebody bought shampoo, somebody bought vitamins, somebody bought a baseball glove, somebody bought tires for their car, somebody bought a battery, somebody bought shoes, whatever. Doesn't really matter. But they're going to add it up, and it's going to flow up through everybody, and everybody's going to get 100% of those points. So when you get to 1,200 and 1,200, you've shared this with 2 other people, the company is going to send you a $300 commission check in the BV, and when the IBV gets there, they're going to send you another $300 check. They run independently of each other. Now, obviously, the first week you're not going to be there. You're simply going to get your account open. You're going to start transferring your buying habits, and those points are going to start to accumulate. But at the end of the week, you're not going to reach the 12 and 12. It's okay. The points just simply roll over to the next week. We simply just add them up. We don't even have an end of the month. If you're not there by the end of the first month, they'll just keep adding in there. They don't go away. And as we share this with other people, every week the computer's kicking on and it's checking. And when it gets to 24 and 24, it sends you another $300 check. Again, we didn't take the first 1,200 away. We're simply adding to it. The next stop is 36 and 36. Again, another $300 check in the BV, $300 check in the IBV. They're running independently, but you also notice that Mark and Kate are starting to cut checks now. Okay, but I'm just showing the example for you. And when we get to 5,000 and 5,000, you will have been paid $1,500 in the BV and $1,500 in the IBV. Now, I told you our first goal was to get you to $1,500 a month. If you work this the way that we share it with you, and we share it with people, 2 get 2 get 2, probably at the end of the second to third month, you will have received $1,500 in the BV payments. Very simple to do, a simple process. Now what happens though is that Mark and Kate and Mike and so forth are all starting to cut their checks just like you did. But you're going to run into more than 2 people that want to do this. And that's all right. We can bring more than that into it. But the rules are is you cannot go horizontal and start a new network. You have to support your existing network. And this really makes a big, tight community. Let's say Matt is a person that you knew that said, hey, I want to start doing this with you. You say, okay, Matt, let's get your franchise open. I'm going to place you under Dr. Jones. Okay? So what's that going to do is support your whole team. Now let's say you have an order. You have to place a 400 BV order yourself for products that you need. Maybe you have a few customers that like your products. Okay, but you can take that BV and you can give it to Matt because you're personally working with him. Now it goes in Matt's bank accounts, Dr. Jones, Chris, and Mark, and it flows back up to you 100%. So now you can support people, and we all do this. We leapfrog our points down to people that we're working with so that we're supporting the entire team. Now if you find another person, let's say Erica, again, you have to put them down in your team to support them, and you can share your BVs with them, and it rolls back up and creates a community of people that are helping each other. Again, the pay it forward system. So you're probably thinking, wow, this sounds good, and I'm going to say, look, here's your choice. All right, you've gotten a basic overview of what we're doing. Now you can continue to spend the money. We know you're going to spend the money. I know it and you know it. Now you can continue to make other companies and people money with that, or you can come with us and convert your spending into earnings by using the shopping annuity. And we really invite you to come join us. So your next step is simple. I want you to take a tour of the shop.com website and see how your current spending would start funding your own annuity. Get together with the person that shared this video with you, sit down and do a tour on their shop.com website and take a look and see how simple this would be for you to start increasing your income based on what you're already doing. I want to thank you for your time. I hope you join us. God bless.